exhibition round of the Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational, coming to you from Watkins Glen International. Joining me in the booth for this race and most of the weekend, except for the Tony Kanaan parts.
We're not going to talk about that.
Is the admin of the Horizon IndyCar Series, as the winner in the Velocity Online Racing Series. He's won in the ISRA level, Area 51, and at Lionheart. Please welcome Matty Wagner. Wags joining me here in the booth. Good to have you as always.
Oh man, it's great to be here. Some of these drivers are pretty much out of their comfort zones, and it's pretty much all the level playing field here. I'm quite interested to see what they can show here.
Today we are at the Mecca of North American road racing, Watkins Glen International. Between kart and IndyCar, the series has raced here 11 times between 1971 and 1981, and from 2005 to 2010, and again in 2016 and 2017. The kart record is set by Al Luntzer Sr. in 1979, when he used to drive the Yellow Submarine before Johnny Rutherford did. IndyCar track record set by Alexander Rossi the last time they came here in 2017 on the classic boot config. So all the times we're going to see here really don't apply. The career wins leaders here at Watkins Glen: Scott Dixon, the second all-time in IndyCar racing history and wins, has 4 wins here, 3 in a row from 2005 to 2007. Uncle Bobby from 79 and 80. Ryan Hunter-Reay and the late Justin Wilson. Will Power, who should have stayed on Team Penske in my own opinion. Alexander Rossi and Rick Mears. Yes, Rick Mears got 1 win here. All those guys have 1 win. Al Unser Jr. actually has 3 wins here in IROC competition when that series visited here in the mid-'80s and early '90s. The rule set for today: this is a fixed setup race. We're on the 3.37 mile, 11-turn permanent road course. 20-minute time limit, no fast repairs, unlimited tires. We don't think we're going to anticipate any pit stops today, so I'm going to imagine this is going to be what we call a red race. 45 miles per hour on pit road speed limit if anyone should happen to come to pit road. This is an oval, or this is basically a road course that drives a lot like an oval. We have a lot of people that are good on the ovals that come to Watkins Glen here in the IR18, and they seem to take off pretty well at this place. Isn't that about the same thing you've had when you raced here before, Wags?
Well, I get to say it. You know, the red tires, I see a lot of these guys practicing, you know, in the red tires, but I'm quite interested to see who is going to use the black tires, because you know the red tires have quite a bit of fall off here. Mostly probably about 3-4 laps. That's about all they're good for. And I've yet to see some of these drivers in the black tire here.
Now, if we are throwing a little bit of inside baseball language at you, red tires, black tires. The red tires are the softer of the 2 tire compounds, faster in the short run, but not as durable. The black tires have a black sidewall. They are harder tire. We call them the prime sometime, the prime tire, and those are the ones that you would use in a longer run. But we're kind of in sprint race conditions, so we'll see what they decide upon. Those on the red tires are going to rocket off the start here at the beginning of the race. But as we get into the later moments of this race, into the time period of 15, 16, 17 minutes, those red tires are not going to be nearly as effective as the black, harder compound tires. And basically, we're not going to have time to make any pit stops here, so they're going to make a decision right off the bat and stick with it.
Yeah, if it was me, if I was in the race car, I would go with the black. Just not knowing how many laps you're going to run here for about 20 minutes, 20-minute race, probably about 7-8 laps, maybe, possibly.
Well, we got about 45 seconds left to play here in the pre-race warm-up, and then we're going to go qualify for 5. And then we're going to race for 20 here at Watkins Glen International, a place that IndyCar has been to, should go back to, but they aren't. But we'll talk about that too. Hey, if you're enjoying the coverage of the Sim Gaming Expo and the coverage of the Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational Exhibition Round, and you guys at home that are watching on Twitch and respect the stream, please do us a solid. You can support us by following us, and while you're at it, don't forget to, if you're watching us over on any other forms of social media, make sure you like the video, make sure to share it with your friends, get more people out there watching it, get it a little bit more viral if you can. And make sure that you pay attention to the channel all weekend long so you can catch all of the iRacing, Sim Racing exhibition that we have all weekend long here at the Sim Gaming Expo. And now we're getting ready to go for qualifying. 5 minutes, open qualifying. Open qualifying for IndyCar meets everybody on the track all at once. As we like to say, an open swim, so to speak. Everybody out there.
Yeah. I don't see anybody still in the pits. I think they're trying to space everybody out, trying to use everybody's draft.
And then we ride with the Hyperstar, Brendan Lichtenberg, as we go through the boot portion of the course, uphill out of a long right-hander. Now down a pretty, we're going to use this as a bit of a passing zone coming into this turn right here. A lot of runoff to the left. They can run that up. Now they're back uphill, and just one of the more trickier parts of the course, at least on the older scan. A lot of cars used to get very, very loose here. Left turn off the corner. Now a bit of a straightaway, and now they're back onto what we call the more traditional NASCAR portion of the track. And now we get back into the very, very quick left and right-hander onto the main straightaway, cross the start-finish line, back downhill into turn one, and these cars will fly down this hill and throw themselves into this corner. And unlike the stock car brethren, they will not use every inch of that runoff.
Yo, you can't get your right sides off that yellow and red surface there, or else you get an off track and your time would be disallowed. You have to end up doing it again.
Through the S's, down the back stretch, into what we call the bus stop chicane, sometimes called the inner loop, out of that, and then into the carousel, because every road course needs to have a carousel. Out of the carousel, into the chute, into the boot. Left-hander. Now they are into the toe portion, or actually the foot portion of the boot. Now, as they get to this right-hander, this is the toe, uphill, again, once more. Brendan in the draft of the car in front of him. Uphill through the straightaway. Into the heel of the boot now. And just like that, that is a lap of Watkins Glen. It goes pretty quickly here. These guys are on 100% throttle for much of the lap. Currently provisionally on the pole. We're starting to get some times in. Ryan, I'm gonna butcher these names. That's just how it is. And I'm very sorry. You can yell at me from your seat. I will try to correct it if I can hear you. But we got Ryan Metcalfe on the pole provisionally, followed by Matt the Big Kahuna. He is P2, and then we got the Brendan Lichtenberg, the Hyperstar, just got bumped down to P4. Jordan Johnson on P3 currently provisionally. Chris Demerit in P5. Lucas Lodato, the master of ceremonies in P6. Chris Davis in P7. Anthony Jenkins currently P8. Evan Adams, yes, good to see him in the lineup. He is P9. The Watchman, Mark Cohn in P10. Jacob Collins, one of my sidekicks here on the channel. He covers the Monday night Open Series on P1 with Mark Murphy, who just checked in at 13th. Collins is in 11th. Christopher Lotion in 12th. Currently 2 other cars out there taking time that have not completed an official lap yet. Got about 45 seconds left in qualifying. Still some time out there that somebody she could jump to the pole. I do want to remind people, I want to thank Soap Gomez Sim Industries for being the sponsor of the Open Wheel Invitational. Make sure to stop by their booth 301, and check out the all-new GSI interlock system of wheels, precision engineered, modular, and built for the future of sim racing. Lock in with GSI at booth 301. that way. But don't do it now. We're going to watch a race right now. I want everybody after the race to go flood their booth. 301. Buy a wheel. I got 2 of them.
You never use them.
I know, I don't ever use them. I'm doing this.
Are you? My question is, are you going to get Tony to sign your GSI?
I am 100% Tony Kanaan signing my GSI wheel. Qualifying is now complete. Hot laps are going to count. We'll see if anybody's going to jump to the top. It is still.
Yeah, I see. None of these
Still
guys
Ryan?
didn't reset, and there's those red tires. Like I said, they don't last very long, and as you can see, some of these the fall off is quite real.
Still Ryan provisionally on the pole. Karuna in second. Johnson in third. Lichtenberg in fourth. And Merritt in fifth. We're getting a rolling start. No standing starts in IndyCar anymore.
Oh, that would make it interesting if we had a standing start here tonight.
Well, if you're interested in IndyCar standing starts, you need to check out the Formula Indy series.
I
don't
can't.
think
That runs on my that runs on my league night, man. I can't have that.
Yeah, I can tell you one IndyCar driver is not a fan of standing starts. Sebastian Saavedra.
No.
Poor guy qualifies on the front row for the first Indy GP and stalls and gets ran over. All right, hot laps are done. We're getting ready to line up in here and go racing for 20 minutes at Watkins Glen International. We got Ryan P1 and Matt in P2 on the front row. They're going to have the prime time spots. We got Johnson and Lichtenberg on row 2. And then Krista, Merritt, and Bauman on row, for number 7 in the row. Then we have Laudato and Davis. Jenkins and Lotion. Evan Adams, and here's my Polish, Magnanowski?
Magnowski.
Oh, Magnowski? Okay. My
Yeah.
Polish is fading. Jacob Collins here and Mark Cohn, 2 guys that I know real well, are on that row. And
The lone soldier himself.
the lone soldier himself, the Murph, Mark Murphy, not known for being a road course veteran, but he is lining up anyway. He's going to hit the old school try. Man, we're going to get the full pace lap in a timed race. Wow. So as a McAuliffe, I believe, on the pole did a time of 1:26.6. Karuna with a 1:26.9. So 3/10 separate the top 2. That's a pretty big difference between P1, P2 on the grid. Johnson and Lichtenberg both at 1:26s, or 1:26 and a 1:27.2. Demerit and Bauman on row 3 with a 1:27, both in the 1:27 range. In fact, a lot of the fields here are doing 1:28s.
I see one big difference. I'm looking straight in the back. Christopher Demerit and your boy, Jacob Collins, chose the black tires.
That's right, Demerit starting in the 5th spot. He has chosen to go to the prime tires. Now, we're still waiting for one more driver. I think, okay, now we're all loaded in. So, okay, so
Brandon
interesting
went with
enough,
the black tires,
Brandon
too.
and Demerit, who probably are working together in some sort of cahoots, are they are on the black tires. They are normally teammates, and Jacob Collins on the black tires.
I really think that's a really smart choice. Oh, the pace lap here is pretty brutal.
This is going to be a very long formation and pace lap before we come around for the green flag.
That was a good thing I wasn't racing.
Hey, if you like the IndyCar action, you want to see more of it later this year in December, P1 Broadcasting and the Elite Racing Network become the prime time home for Today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. I got some information up here at the booth about it. If you want to learn more about it, join Andrew Wood, Luis Gonzalez-Nunez, and myself. I'll bring you the practice every day leading up to the big race of the year, the final big race of the year, the PRI Hoosier 500. The last kiss of the bricks for 2025 starts here. The countdown is on, so buckle up, don't miss a second of action. Make sure to subscribe to the Elite Racing Network and P1 channel on YouTube for when we start the practice and qualifying for the last big IndyCar race of the year, the PRI Hoosier 500.
I'm going to try and qualify for that this year.
I hope you make the field. I hope you do. We're expecting over 100 people to sign up and to make an attempt. The last time that IndyCar ever had a race that had over 100 entrants was 1982 at Indianapolis. So you don't see it very often.
No, you don't. Well, that in the elite league, they get a lot of quality for that Indy 500. Big prize in that.
And those of you who like IndyCar racing, want to see more of our broadcasts, when you get back home, make sure to subscribe to P1 Broadcasting. We are an esports broadcaster that delivers, I think, top tier racing, sim racing coverage. Other people might have, hey, what the heck, top tier, we'll just throw it in there.
You're still the voice of IndyCar, my friend.
Thank you. With semi-pro commentary, immersive graphics, and thrilling race action. Hey, to learn more about P1 or request a quote for your racing league, check them out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just search P1 Space Broadcasting. As we are still on the parade. Now, there is when you set these sessions up, there's a checkbox you can do short parade lap. But believe it or not, these long parade laps, they do impact fuel mileage.
Yes, they do. Maybe it was an added incentive. All right.
As we come off the final set of corners, looking at the main straight. iRacing pace car off the track. The field is under the command of McAuliffe. Green flag in the air. Green flag is out. Look at them spread out as we all dive down to turn one. 3 wide, 4 wide, a little bit further on back. In the outside, McAuliffe is going to keep the lead. Actually, that is going to go to, we're learning new liveries. As Kahuna, McAuliffe, Johnson, Lichtenberg, Demerit, top 5 coming up. The S's down the backstretch. Anybody going to use that push the pass? No one's used the button yet. Out of the carousel through the chute, now entering the boot portion of the course. Top 3 unchanged.
I was going to see where those guys in the black tires, they have fallen off quite a bit, but as the run is going to progress, you're going to see these guys in the black tire make their way forward.
Well, the thing is that the important thing for them, though, they have not been jumped extremely. I don't think they've been passed at all since the start of the race. So they are holding on to their position, which is key. If they get passed, I mean, they're going to, once those tires come in, that's just one more blocker that they have to kind of roll through in the late stages here to try to get the win. There's a shot to the inside. Oh, tries to set it there, go into the inner loop. Through the inner loop, popping those corks. Now we're going to the inside through the carousel, giving the dirty air back to P2. Karuna flashes it at Johnson. Johnson now right on the rear attenuator. Coming through the boot portion, now into the toe. And look at Johnson is looking pretty impatient. He wants to get this done, and in a timed race, you don't have a lot of time to do this.
And no, you don't, but he's going to try and look to the inside. Now he just gave him the room.
Full sends it, but when he pushes him wide.
Push him way off the track.
And that's going to open the door now for Kahuna and Johnson.
That was a little bit close, just a slight little contact there going in right up the corner here. And Jordan Johnson is your new race leader.
One thing you do have to worry about in these cars, because they do move so fast, is the ever-presence of netcode. And when you get close, the reactive collision prediction software of iRacing says, "Hey, I'm going to see a collision here," and then the collision doesn't happen at all, but it still causes one on screen. We're going to go 3 wide through the S's.
Oh boy!
And we are bump drafting down the straightaway, boys. We do not do that in IndyCar.
No, we don't. I'm surprised he still has a front wing.
McAuliffe, Johnson, Karuna. We still have not had any movement from the black tire drivers back there in Lichtenberg and Demerit, but they're still holding their positions. But man, these guys up front on the red tires are racing really hard, and I would not be surprised that in the next lap or two that we start seeing some progress from Lichtenberg and Demerit to start creeping in on these three.
Oh no, I wouldn't doubt it one bit. I'll be sitting there just watching them lap times, lap by lap.
Guys popping curves like we're popping the mic.
I didn't do it.
Is it me? I don't know.
I think it's you.
It's me. All right. Now just consider it fireworks. Just like at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, and car wide and sliding through and making contact. Oh, got saved by that runoff area.
Jacob Magnowski.
Back up front through the inner loop. Still the top 3 in a train right now. McAuliffe taking a look to the inside briefly. Now they're single file coming through the carousel into the chute. Uphill into the toe. A lot of debris on the racetrack. A lot of cars running off, pulling some dirt and grass.
Yeah, Demerit just had moments ago had a little off-track excursion.
That puts the master of ceremonies, Lucas Lodato, right in front of him, and that's not what Demerit wants to see, especially when those prime tires are still yet to come into their prime time.
Now I'm interested to see what kind of lap times that they're running right now.
Chris Davis bouncing off the wall, coming off the final corner. Demerit wants that position back. He is all over Lodato. He's on the button. The leader's 3 wide through the carousel.
Oh no,
my
he lost
goodness.
the front wing. That is really going to hurt the front downforce of that car.
So yeah, we got a bit of a one-wing angel out there right now, and that's gonna really suffer on those tires. He's gonna have no choice really to come to pit road. We're side by side with another car, the 3 car missing a front wing too. That is Karjuna. So both those cars are gonna have to hit pit road and go for basically a 5-second penalty to get a new front wing installed on their car. And real IndyCar racing is a real quick adjustment in the pits. Normally they have a wing sitting there on hand. 2 or 3 screws hold the wing to the monocoque there. They slap a new one on, send them away.
5 seconds. 15 seconds for a rear wing.
5 seconds in the sim for a new front wing. Let's see if he makes a turn down pit. I don't think he is.
He just
way
slapped
live.
that outside
Yep.
wall there.
But the 3's coming to pit road.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a scheduled stop, and that's probably going to remove any chances for him in this exhibition race. With about, some 8 minutes left to play. Up front, we still have that group now. Yep, 12 minutes left. So McAuliffe now, Brendan is in second.
Oh, Jordan Johnson losing another spot to is that Chris DeMeritt on the outside.
So McAuliffe has kind of broken away to about a 3-second lead. And then everything kind of starts lining up behind Lichtenberg.
Yeah.
Although Lichtenberg has built up a little bit of a buffer himself to Legato, then DeMeritt.
Oh. Ouch. No.
And that's often with
Yeah,
IndyCar racing.
that's pretty much-
That's the
yeah, that's
reaction
day
we
done.
give. Yeah, that's
That's day done.
it happens so quickly. It's ooh,
Yes,
ouch,
it does.
and then move on.
It looks like he's going to take the toe, and afraid that's day done with him.
Now DeMeritt's going to get the run. Legato went defensive coming off the corner. He goes wide now. DeMeritt to the inside and inner loop. We're going to go wheel to wheel through the loop. Oh, Legato pushes DeMeritt wide. DeMeritt's going to take a little bit. Oh, and he's going to spin coming through.
Oh, and Max almost just clips right into his right rear there.
And I tell you, the two people that are liking this are our two leaders, McAuliffe and Lichtenberg. We watch them go wide through the inner loop. DeMeritt goes wide and then hits the grass.
Oof.
And with grass with these slick tires, it's just like hitting water. Our leader continues to expand his lead, now 4 seconds over Lichtenberg. Closest battle on the racetrack is Lotion right behind DeMeritt. As Lotion had a bit of a problem when he was in the tow portion of the booth. Under 10 minutes left to play here. Now, when do we see Brendan and those tires of his start tearing into this 4 second, almost 5 second lead?
Oh, we got a car running out there with no front wing.
Two cars currently sitting on pit road. Here is another car that's Mark Cohn running with a missing
Watchman
wing. Make sure to check out his channel, The Joy of Driving. He's on YouTube. He is chasing down Jacob. And as you see from that stat, Brandon's continuing to lose time to the leaders. But the problem with the leader, though, he's still on those red tires. Is there going to be a trade-off at all?
I think there's really going to be a trade-off. You're going to see here in the next couple laps, you can watch Ryan's lap times probably slowly to disintegrate, but as you look at the last 3 laps, they are really, really consistent. I ain't that good here.
If you are just joining us, this is the Sim Gaming Expo's coverage of the Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational. This is the exhibition race from Watkins Glen. We are now currently about 13 minutes into this thing. We got about 7.5 minutes remaining. If you're watching via Twitch, make sure to smash that follow button. Share it with a friend. Let them know there's IndyCar racing going on. Check it out. The season's over, but it never ends on iRacing. Jordan Johnson, purple lap that time by.
I call that the evil lap.
At this point in the race, it's kind of the Red Bull laps. Light tanks, hot tires.
Yep. Now I'm quite interested to see what kind of lap times Ryan could be doing against Brendan here.
And up to a 5-second lead for Ryan now. And he could actually, with those older tires, kind of back off. He doesn't need to push every single lap. He can make those tires last a little bit longer and wait till Brandon tries to get there and run him down. Rundown of the stats. It's McAuliffe, your leader. Lichtenberg in second. Lodato up to third. Bauman up to fourth. Demerit in fifth. Lotion sixth. Jacob Collins. There's one of the guys that started with the harder of the two compounds. He's up to seventh spot already.
I was looking at Ryan's lap time. Right now, the lead is up to 5.3 now. He's just pulling away from the Reds. It's quite impressive to watch.
Got Evan Adams in eighth, Magnikowski in ninth, the Watchman Mark Conan 10th, and Murph making up some spots just by keeping it between the lines. That's the Gary strat right there. Just keep it between the lines, drive to survive. It's more than just a title for Formula One.
Come on, Gary. I haven't seen you in an IndyCar in a long time.
Nor will you anytime soon.
Come on. Hey, maybe get Tony to come back. Right now, your boy and our broadcast partner, Jacob Collins, is trying to find a way around Christian there.
Oh, car in the background getting a little squirrely coming off turn 9. We're at 10 here, coming to 11. Jacob's one of the community ambassadors for the Road to Indy Cars series on iRacing. Of course, we get a new car coming up here in just a couple of weeks on iRacing, the Indy Next car, or as I call the Indy NXT car.
Yeah.
Because I'm a wrestling fan.
Thank you, iRacing.
Yeah. Thank you, iRacing. Side by side through the S's now down the back straight. This is a battle for position between Jacob Collins and Lotion.
Just slight little bit of contact and pretty much
Collins,
the other car off track.
Oh no! Lotion goes cutting through the inner loop, and he's going to have to give that position up. He's going to have to lift, or otherwise get a time penalty, and that's going to give the spot to Jacob. Move Jacob up the P6 and the plain white wrapper.
Always red on my screen.
he's a plain white. Well, that's his thing. When he races in league races that I do with him, that's his signature presentation. It's just a plain white wrapper, nothing else. Lucky he has a number on it.
I can't even see that. Christopher DeMeritt really working hard to pass Max Bergman there. As you can see, those advantages of those black tires, my friend.
He might take a peek on the inside going down into turn 1.
Nope.
Gonna be patient.
He's gonna do it right here in the bus stop.
And I don't think they have push the pass activated. So, because not a single driver has used any of their allotments. So push the pass is a unique thing. They don't have it bound on the wheel. Okay, that makes sense. It wouldn't be the first time that someone's forgot to push the pass on their wheel before.
I forgot.
Because you're an oval racer. That's why you forgot.
All right.
So push to pass is not unique to IndyCar, but is something they do use. Of course, not in these cars are the hybrid motors that they use this season. But the push to pass gives a momentary horsepower burst. The new thing on iRacing is that when you engage the button, you engage the push to pass. So as long as you're on the button, that's when you start using your allotment. It used to be that we had 20 per race. That was good for 10 seconds.
I thought it was 10 per race.
Maybe for 20 seconds? Either way, the math works out.
Now that you have 200 seconds now.
Now do we see the Merritt take a shot here?
I think he's going to.
As Max went a little wide through the exit of corner 11, into the inside, going down in the 1, moved the Merritt up a spot to P4.
Back at the front, Gary, nothing's changed.
Yeah, once Ryan up there got around that battle, and it really helped that there was some attrition up there to kind of help thin the herd, so to speak. He's just kind of pulled away. He's racing his own race. He is on his way as long as he can hit all his marks to an exhibition race victory here at the Sim Gaming Expo. Next time by, we should get a white flag. 3.3 miles. What we are calling the configuration.
It's very impressive by Ryan here. He just ran his fastest lap on the lap 11 on all
Really
red tires.
used red tires, white flag in the air.
That is impressive.
Closers be closing, as I like to say. He goes into turn 1 with the white flag. A little squirrely hitting the bumps. Now heading uphill through the S's. Down the backstretch last time. Ryan McAuliffe looking at a win. Right behind him is Lichtenberg in second, and Lodato, our master of ceremonies later tonight. He is going to be on that bottom step if he brings it home. There goes McAuliffe through the carousel into the chute, now into the boot portion of the race course. Final time for these sets of corners. Into the toe of the boot. Uphill. Final time coming off the corner. So it's easier to take the white flag. It's easier said than done to take the white flag and bring your car back around. You always got to hit your marks. Always say in IndyCar racing that when the white flag or late stages of the race, that's when you hear those noises in your car that you never heard before, and then all of a sudden they start occurring. Well, not today, because coming off of corner number 11 for the last time is Ryan McAuliffe going to get the win here. Big dub at Watkins Glen as he does the McAuliffe weave down the front stretch for the victory. Coming off the corner now, Lichtenberg will secure second spot, and Lodato will bring it home in third.
What a drive. That was fantastic.
Now, because you have the mic, no, not me, you'll do it. Because you have the mic, you can't cut a promo.
You're the voice of IndyCar.
You can't cut a promo.
You have your notes there.
As the final cars make the cross to complete their race distances. And here you go. Ryan McAuliffe gets the win over 7.5 seconds over the Hyperstar in second spot. Lucas Lodato in third. Chris DeMerit, as LGN likes to say, in P4. Max comes home P5. Jacob Collins, he would be your LGN driver to the race probably. I think he made up the most spots. He's in P6. Evan Adams did a really good job, P7. Lotion in 8th. Magnowski in 9th. Jordan Johnson in 10th. And Murph brings it home in 11th, Cohn in 12th, Davis 13th. And then, of course, those that had trouble is Davis, Karuna, and Jenkins. They all finished on pit road with one form or another. But that, look, it's just an exhibition race. Tomorrow it starts for real.
See if I can go find third place.
Our own mean Gene right here. Where is Ryan? I think we just did the winner. We don't have time. George is going to come down hard on us if we miss our hard stop.
All right, where's my winner?
Maybe he doesn't want to be interviewed. We can always interview Brendan. Brendan, I know, will say words. You put the mic in front of Brendan.
Where's my race winner at?
White shirt.
White shirt. Congratulations, my friend. You did a hell of a job, man. That is very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, mate, to be honest, it only looked impressive because of what happened between them two. If it didn't, can't talk. If whatever happened between them two didn't happen, then it probably would have looked a lot harder.
So I was telling Gary earlier, red tires were, they fall off quite a bit, and the guys, the other guys, your second place who was chasing you, was in the blacks. Did that scare you at all? Because I was watching your lap times, and they were very, very consistent.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I haven't done any practice before this. I got the call up a few days before we left, and that was about it. And then when I see that they was on blacks, I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you could change tyres. And I was like, oh, he might catch me because he was catching, but then it slowly started to fall off. But keeping them on the track, like, at the end was so hard.
Alrighty, man. Congratulations, Ryan. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. Mikhailov. Ryan Mikhailov, congratulations, my friend. Very impressive work. Back to you, Gary.
All right, so that's it for race one. Once again, your podium here from Watkins Glen is Ryan McAuliffe with the win, Brendan Lichtenberg in second, Lucas Lodato in third. Join us tomorrow for round two of the Sim Gaming Expo, Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational for round one. It's the teams and drivers head to our first road course race of the weekend officially. And then actually we'll be on the Oval at Chicagoland. Coverage begins tomorrow about 12:45 p.m. Central Time, and that will be me and Tony Kanaan here in the booth, so everybody could go look at Tony and not pay attention to me, keeps the pressure all off me. Former Indy 500 winner, he could have all the attention he wants. Now, as you know, make sure to help support the Sim Gaming Expo. Make sure you're always following them on everything that you need to do on Twitch, and if you're new, make sure you follow, subscribe, whatever you need to do there. Help them out. The Sim Gaming Expo has been brought to you by, or actually the invitation was brought to you by Gomez Sim Industries, precision engineered sim racing hardware trusted by drivers all around the world. To learn more, visit GomezSimIndustries.com or to stop by the booth at 301 and check out the all-new GSI interlock system of wheels, precision engineered, modular, and built for the future of sim racing. Lock in with GSI at booth 301. For business inquiries to learn more about the Sim Gaming Expo, visit them at simgamingexpo.com, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. So for Manny Wags, everyone here at the Expo, and Gomez Sim Industries, I'm Gary Gatso saying all. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and all our men and women serving in the military. And as first responders, God bless and come home safe. Catch us again right here tomorrow at Chicagoland for the first round of the Sim Gaming Expo, Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational. We'll see you.